So for today's class, we're going to be focusing on the upper body. We're also going to be including a review of a breathing technique, alternate nostril breath, which is designed to balance the two sides of the brain and help produce a sense of calm and ease in the body. I'm also going to be reviewing our eye exercises. I don't know about you, but I spend a lot of time reading. I spend a lot of time at the computer. And if we're not taking care of our eyes, we can wind up with eye strain, headaches, all that kind of thing. So it's a good idea to do some exercises. And these are yoga-based exercises for the eye. Make sure you have your yoga tie handy because we'll be using it for our upper bodies. And let's begin. So let's take our seat and let that be taking the seat, showing our intention to be fully present for this practice we have together. Letting your feet sink into the floor, rolling your shoulders a few times and encouraging them to slide down your back. Let's go the other way with the circles. Oh, so much tension builds up there. And then raising your shoulders up towards your ears, tightening your fists, pressing your feet into the floor, maybe squeezing your belly back towards your spine. Take in a deep breath and let it go with a sigh. Allowing your eyes to close or looking softly at the floor. We turn our attention to the body, to the breath, and to this moment. Taking those first few breaths just to settle in and notice how you're feeling this morning. Honoring all those challenges and all those abilities that you have. They're all a part of who you are. Noticing the quality of your breath, the depth, the rate, the rhythm. Letting the breath flow freely through your whole body. And then allowing your breath to get a little bit deeper now so that it begins in a soft, open belly and moves upward through the chest all the way to your shoulders. And then letting the exhale pour from your body, shoulders, chest, and belly. Soft waves of breath. Noticing if your attention is wandering away from the moment. Maybe thinking about something that happened earlier or yesterday. Or maybe planning for what lies ahead in the day. Gently bring your focus back to your breath, to the moment. Taking 3 more complete breaths. At the end of the third exhale, just release that technique and let your natural breath find you again. Noticing how you feel from this brief centering. Bringing your hands to heart center. We'll get ready to begin the rest of our practice by joining our voices in the sound of Om. Deep breath in. Om. Om Shanti, peace. May we all know peace. So we'll do a few upper body stretches because that's always a good way to get ready for breathing techniques. Beginning with our sun breaths, breathing the arms up and exhale, floating them down, just like a bird getting ready to take off. Breathing in and lifting, allowing your head to look up. Breathing out, lowering, chin drops towards the chest. Breathing in and out. Breathing in this time, allowing your fingertips to stay lifted as you slide your shoulders down your back. Breathing fully and completely. Feet pressing into the floor. Letting the sensation build in your arms and shoulders. Good. Breathe in and exhale, arms float down. And just from that simple movement, noticing how your upper body feels. Let's do our 6 movements of the spine. So breathing into dog, chest comes forward, back arches, head looks up, shoulders and elbows back. Exhaling into cat, pushing your spine back towards the back of your chair, tucking your chin. Breathe in, opening the chest wide. Breathing out, tucking your chin. So again, trying to make this movement as fluid as you can, getting the upper body ready to receive some breath. A couple more times here between dog and cat. It always feels so good first thing in the morning. And bring it back to center. We'll move into our twist, starting with the right side. Arm extends. Take a moment to really put some energy in that arm, fingertips to shoulders. Good. Palm comes to the left knee, left hand to the chair. Growing a long spine as you breathe in and gently twisting as you breathe out. For a deeper stretch, cross the left leg over the right. Great. Breathe in and release that side. Ready for the other side? Let's do it. Left arm stretches out. Oh, I see it's flurrying outside. How exciting. Palm comes to the right knee, right hand to the side of the chair. Nice tall sit. Good. And if you like, crossing the right leg over the left this time. See if you can let your whole body breathe here. Good. Let's release that on the next inhale, coming around. Moving into thread the needle, starting with the right side. Arm slides along the leg. And we ease ourselves forward into our working position for this morning. You can add that arm sweep with the left arm out to the side, or rotate it up as high as you like. Soft, relaxed neck. Good. Breathe in. Other side. Left arm reaches forward. Sliding it along the leg, easing yourself in. Move slowly. Move mindfully. Add that arm sweep if you like. Feel your breath. Good. And inhale. Let's release. Bring your arms out from your shoulders. Turn your palms up. Deep breath comes in. Exhale, turn the palms down. So the upper body is nice and tall as you do this, lifting the palms as you breathe in, turning them down as you breathe out. Breathing in and out. And in and out. Breathing the palms up. Let's touch the fingertips to the shoulders. And then open. And again, fingertips to shoulders. And open. Letting the fingertips rest on the shoulders now. Drawing some circles with the elbows. Letting the rest of the body be quiet. Spine is straight. And let's switch it up and go the other way. Good. One more big circle here. Open your arms out. Turn the palms down and release. Take a breath. So grab your yoga tie. We're going to do some exercises to help strengthen the upper body. So we've done these before several times. And so the intention here is to take a hold of opposite ends of the tie and keep tension on the tie. So you're pulling the hands away from each other, regardless of what other movements you're doing. Good. And you'll feel the muscles working right away. So let's inhale, bring the tie up. Exhale, reach it back. Breathe it up. And now we're going to fold forward. Keep that tension on the tie. Come all the way down as far as you can. Good. And keeping the tension on the tie. Reach it back. Reach it up. Breathe in and fold forward. Exhale. Inhaling up. And exhaling back. Great. Let's do that once more. Exhaling forward. Arms getting a little tired. Feel free to rest if you need to. It's perfectly fine. So now we're going to go from side to side. And the challenge here is to keep the lower arm active. You don't want that arm to get sleepy. Good. So let's reach to the right. Breathe it up. And exhale to the left. Breathe it up. To the right, exhale. Through center and to the left. A couple more times from side to side. So when we come over to the right side this time, let's just pause for a moment. Stretch the tie between your hands. Reach a little further if you can. Great. Inhale, bring that tie up. Exhale it to the other side and pause. Nice steady breath. Don't forget, you can always let the breath go with a sound, which helps the body relax. Good, breathe it up. Now let's make some circles. So you can start small. Let those circles get as big as you like, as big as is comfortable for you. Just making nice, easy circles. And let's switch it up in reverse directions. One more big old circle here. Hope you're not getting seasick. Good. And just pull that tie in opposite directions one more time and release. And allow yourself to really investigate how that lands in your body. So let's work these little fingers before we do our eye exercises and our breathing. So let's stretch the fingers out wide like starfish. Exhale, tuck your fingers into your palm. Good. So I'm actually curling my fingers in like this and tucking the wrist. Good. Inhale, open, and exhale, curl. Breathe it in, spread them wide. Exhale, tuck them in. One more time, open wide. Exhale, curl them in. And now we keep the hands flat. Turn them out. Breathe them in. Exhale, float them out. Inhale, turn them in. So just going very slowly, moving just the wrist, working those little joints and tendons and muscles. And then touch the tip of each finger to your thumb. So you're going back and forth, seeing if you can make a nice little O shape where the fingers connect. And then wiggle those fingers, just wiggle them. Shake your hands, shake your arms, shake your shoulders, shake your chest. You can lean forward, you can let out a sound, you can pick up one foot or both feet and just make yourself like jello. And then let yourself land. Good. And breathe. So let's do our eye exercises first. And I also wanted to share with you a good technique if you've been sitting and staring at a screen or a printed page for quite a while. It's called the 20-20-20 rule. So for every 20 minutes that you're staring at something pretty close up, stop at 20 minutes, look off into the distance about 20 feet. This lets the muscles relax. And hold that for 20 seconds. And then go back to what you're doing. So for every 20 minutes, look 20 feet ahead and hold it for 20 seconds. And that will help release all those little muscles in the eye that help us focus. So let's do the other series of eye exercises. Make sure you're sitting comfortably in your seat with your spine straight, shoulders relaxed. Good. So you're just going to be moving your eyes here, not the head, not the shoulders, just the eyes. So look up, look down, look up, look down, look up and down. Make sure you're breathing as you do this. Don't hold your breath. One more time, looking up and down. Bringing your eyes back to center. Now we're going to look from side to side. So looking to the right and then to the left, to the right, and to the left. Keep the rest of your body relaxed as your eyes look from side to side. You might be tensing up in a way that you really don't need to. One more time, to the right and to the left, and then back to center. Now we're going to draw some diagonal lines with our gaze. Look up and to the left, down and to the right. Gaze comes up to the left and down to the right. To the right, up and down to the right. Up to the left, down to the right. Once more. Good, and return it to center. Now let's make the diagonal go in the other direction. So looking up and to the right, and then exhaling down and to the left. Looking up, looking down. Again, always noticing if you're clenching your jaw, tightening your belly, or using some other muscle that you really don't need to use. Look up and diagonally down and to the left. Once more. Bring it back. Now we're going to imagine that our eyes are moving like a clock. First in one direction, we'll do that a couple of times, and then we'll go the other way. Okay, so beginning very slowly, moving your gaze in a circle. Keep the rest of your body relaxed. It might be challenging to make this a smooth movement, but do the best you can. One more circle in this direction. And then let's pause and go the other way. We'll make about 3 circles in this direction. And back to center. Good. Rub your palms together so they feel a little bit warm. You feel some energy between the palms. And now I'm going to place my palms in front of my eyes without touching. This is called palming, and it's very soothing, the energy. Just breathing steadily and relaxed. And when you notice that there's no longer any heat there, you can rub them together again. And repeat. Let your eyes close. Bathing your eyes in energy. Very healing. Good. And relax. So let's review alternate nostril breathing. As I mentioned, it's very good for balancing the 2 sides of your brain when you need to be creative and thinking outside the box, and also when you need to be organized to bring those 2 parts of your brain together. It's also a very calming and cooling breath. So I'm going to be using my right hand. I know this looks like my left hand to you, but I'm using my right hand. I'm going to be using my thumb and my ring finger. These 2 fingers in the middle, you can tuck into your palm or you can leave them extended. Place your thumb on your nose right above where the nostril flares out. So you're on the cartilage. Relax your shoulders. Breathe in through the left nostril. Block that nostril with your ring finger. Release the thumb and breathe out on the right. Breathe in on the right. Block that nostril with the thumb. Release the ring finger out on the left. In on the left. Release and out on the right. In on the right. Switch sides. Breathe out on the left. Just going from side to side. If you lose your place, that's fine. Just begin again. Keep your gaze soft. Keep your breath steady. You don't have to press too hard on the nose, just nice, gentle pressure. And the next time you breathe out on the left, let that be the signal to end that practice. Relax your shoulders. Take a moment to just notice how you feel. Good. Lower body time. Let's go for a walk. So I like the feeling of pressing my feet into the floor as I walk. So you can stick with just the feet. You can pump your arms from side to side, pretty much the way you would if you were actually walking. If you want an extra challenge, you can bring your knee up to meet the opposite elbow on an exhale. Here we go. If the knee doesn't come all the way up, no harm, no foul. It's perfectly fine. And the next time the right knee comes up, let's pause. Good. Hold on wherever is comfortable for you, behind the thigh, below the knee. You can also use your yoga tie to kind of lasso behind the thigh. Let's circle that ankle. Ooh, crunchy crunch. Just some nice lazy circles. Let's go the other way. Bring that knee up a little higher. Oh, nice squeeze. Good. And we'll move into the figure 4 stretch. Crossing ankles, crossing at the knee, or placing the foot up on top of that left thigh. Good. Sit up tall. I put my glasses back on now. Take a minute to lengthen. Notice what that feels like, and a forward fold if you like. This is another one of those really yummy stretches that I like to stay in for a while. Good. Let the next inhale be the signal to come out of the stretch. Uncross. Place your feet on the floor. Great. And march. Gotta go a little further. Pump the arms if you like. And add the knee to the elbow if you like, with an exhale. Put out. And this time when the left knee comes up, we're going to greet it by taking a hold wherever is comfortable. I'm going to wiggle up a little taller in my seat and circle that ankle. Ooh, with all the crunching and popping, it's like Rice Krispie yoga. Good. Ready for the figure 4 stretch? Let's do it. Crossing wherever is accessible for you. Sitting up nice and tall. Downward pressure on the knee, upward pressure on the foot. You want to get just the right level of sensation. Forward fold if you like. Wonderful. Let's inhale and bring ourselves up. Uncross and take a delicious breath. Sun salutation time. Palms pressing together at heart center. A little bit of pressure between the palms so you feel those muscles awake, alert, and ready to move. Here we go. Deep breath in, arms sweep up. Exhale, reach it back. Breathe back to mountain. So the wings open as you fold forward. Let it go. Palms to the knees, come up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, reach it back. Take your breath into mountain and let your palms come to rest in front of your heart. Let's do one more of those. Inhale and exhale, reach it back. Fold forward on an exhale. Sun salutations are great in these gray northeast winter days. Breathe in, come up halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, arms sweep up. And reach it back. Take your breath in and let it go back to your heart. So we're going to do eagle pose, and we'll do it twice. We'll do it once seated, and we'll do it again standing. So there's always that opportunity, if to do it standing is not your thing today for whatever reason, you can always repeat it a second time in your seat. So I'm going to open my wings, but this time the backs of my hands come together. Exhale. Left comes over right, and I wrap. Now, if this is not workable for you, just cross your arms across your chest. Draw your elbows down towards your belly button. Sit up tall, squeeze your arm bones towards each other. Let's add the feet. So the left foot is going to cross over the right. So I'm on the toes of that left foot. Right foot is flat on the floor. Squeeze your thighs towards each other. Nice deep breath. Let your gaze be steady towards the horizon. One more breath. And exhale, let it go. Open your arms, but we're going to go directly to the other side. So as you wrap this time the right, left, reverse that direction. Squeeze your arm bones together. Lower the elbows and add the feet. So this time the right's going to cross over the left and squeeze those thighs together. Find your breath. Let's take two more breaths here. Great. Release the feet, wings, and let them float down. Take a minute to notice how you feel. So we're going to come up to standing. We'll come up through chair pose. We're going to repeat the eagle pose standing. So if you'd like, you could just remain seated and do the eagle pose seated again. But to come up to standing, let's move our feet back. So they're slightly behind. Heels are up. And the minute you begin to stand, let those heels drop down towards the floor. Okay, breathe in. Engage your core, stand part way up. So there should be a bend in your knees. Oh, good. I see everybody standing up. Great. If you want a little more intense, you can stretch your arms in front or lift them overhead. Make sure those knees stay a little bit flexed. Let's see if we can do 2 breaths here. Good. Breathe in, lower your arms, straighten your legs, and give them a shake. Nice job, everybody. Ready for eagle pose? Okay. So know that when you're doing eagle pose standing, if you're a little bit concerned about your balance, you can always keep one hand on the chair and just do the arm movements with one arm at a time. Okay. I'm going to release the chair. So wings come up. Good. Exhale. Left comes around the right. Draw those elbows down. So I'm going to be crossing my left foot over my right at this point. So it's a little easier to do that if you soften the knees and create a little bend. So you're going to shift your weight to the right foot and cross the left one over. Squeeze the thigh bones together and gaze towards the horizon. How about one more breath? Good. Release the feet. Release your hands. Let them float down. Let's go to the other side. So if you're going to be keeping one hand on the chair, you might want to adjust your position so you can stand on the opposite side. But I'm going to continue to stand here. Lift those arms up. Exhale and wrap the opposite direction. Good. Press the arms together. Draw your elbows down. Feel that widening across your back. Weight shifts to the left leg and the right foot crosses over. Squeeze those thighs together. Maintain your breath. Maintain your gaze. And a little bit of wiggling and wobbling is fine. It's just your body trying to maintain balance. Ready to release? Okay, uncross your legs, your wings, and let them float down. Oh, take a minute to notice how you feel. Great. So let's take a nice wide stance. Both knees are soft. We're coming into 5-pointed star. So left arm reaches out to the side. Right arm can release the chair if you feel safe. Press down into your feet. Separate your hands just like you did when you were doing the stretches with the tie. Good. Lift through the crown. Whole body breathes. And we'll get ready for triangle pose. So lowering the hands, I'm going to turn my right foot so that it's facing the chair. Right foot turns in, left foot turns in slightly. Lift that left arm up and arch. Releasing the chair if you'd like. One breath, naturally and easily following the next. Good. Put a lot of energy in that left arm as it brings you up. Drop the hand down. Nice counter stretch. Ooh. And let's move into the runner stretch. So I'm going to turn my left foot facing the chair. You can hold on to the chair, or I'm just going to bring my hands to my hips. And on an exhale, beginning to fold. You can place your hands on the chair. Or you can release the chair, maybe bring your hands behind your back. Nice steady breath. Good. Breathe in. Maybe another little back bend here. Step your feet together and take a breath. Let's do those on the other side. So let's start with our nice wide 5-pointed star, comfortable stance. You want to feel a really secure feeling through your feet. If someone came along and gave you a little tap, you wouldn't fall over. Arms extend, one arm or both. Remember, one hand can always stay on the chair. Safety first. Good. Press out through your fingers, lift up through your crown, press into your feet. Find that breath. Energy moving in all 5 directions. Good. Moving into triangle now. So the left foot turns towards the chair. Right foot turns in a little. We always have to remind this hip not to roll forward. We want to keep it as if the body were pressed between 2 panes of glass. Let's lift that right arm up and arch. Don't lock your knees. Chair can be released if you like. And feel free to come out of a pose sooner than I'm leading it if you would like. It's always an option. Good. Let's release that. Arm sweeps back. Other arm releases in a counter stretch. And let's set up for runner stretch. So now both feet are going to face the chair. And I always like to remind you that when you position your feet for runner stretch, try not to have one foot directly behind the other. You want a little bit of space. So that helps with stability. Hands at your hips or hands on the chair. Bending at the hip crease. Placing your hands where you feel comfortable and safe. I'm going to bring my hands behind my back again because I like this part of the stretch. Neck is relaxed. Feel your crown reaching towards the floor. Good. And inhale. Let's release that. Coming up. And move into a little bit of a back bend. Just a little. Step your feet together. Good job. So let's take a seat, but we'll take a seat through reverse chair pose. So you want to make sure that the seat of the chair, that you can feel it with the back of your leg, because that's what you're going to be looking for when you sit down. Good. Hands at the hips, come into a little bit of a knee bend. Good. If you want, add the arms to the front or overhead. Couple more breaths. Good. Lower your arms. Press your legs back till they feel the chair and take a seat. Lovely. Nicely done, everybody. So let's finish up with another twist. Just a very gentle one to the left, to the right. Let's just go back and forth a few times. Nice and easy. Quieting down. And coming back to center. Allowing your eyes to close. So we can do a little check-in. What has the practice resulted in your thoughts, in your body, in your energy? Let go of any negative self-judgments. You've had the perfect practice for you. Allow one breath to naturally flow from the one before. Stay with the moment. Bringing your attention back just as often as you need to the next breath. So allowing your breath to deepen and expand. Oh, beginning to bring some movement back into your body again. I think we all need a hug. So let's open our arms really, really wide. Good. And wrap. Give yourself a squeeze. Open up again. Breathe in, exhale, wrap in the opposite direction. Give yourself a squeeze. Hands coming to heart center again. And we'll close our practice with an Om. Deep breath. Om. Om. Shanti. Peace. May all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. May all beings be free from fear. And may all beings know peace. Namaste. Jai Bhagwan.